Hi everybody! So this is my 34-week pregnancy update with baby number 3. And yeah, so 34 weeks means I have 6 weeks left. But I'm not getting my hopes up for 6 weeks left because my babies never, ever, ever come on time. Sorry, Wasim's just watching cartoons here. You say hi? See? He's so into it. He is zoned out when the TV's on. It's so funny. Anyways, I did have a midwife appointment, and I didn't get any good news. So I asked her about when I could request to be induced, because if you don't know my pregnancy story with Wasim, you should go watch that. But he has shoulder dystocia, which means he got stuck at the shoulders because he was 10 days late and he got really big and he got stuck, and it was very painful, and I'm scared that that will happen again because my babies keep getting bigger. So I asked her if I could request to get induced like on my due date, like I don't want to wait past my due date. And she basically told me that I couldn't because unless I go naturally and unless there's like an emergency problem, they cannot induce you until 41 weeks and 3 days. So that was like, I was thinking like, you know, it was my body. Once I hit my due date, I can request to be induced and everything will be fine. And now I'm like, I know that I won't be induced until a week and 3 days late, which sucks because I wanted it to be far enough away from Christmas that he could have his own day. And my babies always go late, so he will be late. Like, it'll be a shock if he goes early. And another thing is she felt for the baby and he flipped back up to the breech position. So she wanted to confirm that that's what she was feeling, so she called in another midwife. And as soon as the midwife put her hands on my stomach, she's like, yeah, his head is up there, like above my belly button. So we're back to breech. We're back to talking about external cephalic aversions. We're back to talking about C-sections. We're back to talking about... She did say that I could get, if I could find an OB that would do a planned breech birth, then I could do that. But she said they're extremely rare to find because they stopped teaching it and they stopped doing them for 10 years. And they're just starting to do them again now. So not hardly anybody's trained in it because for the last decade no one's been doing them. So the chances of me finding that, and if I do choose that, then I have to have an OB. She said she'd be there, but I'd have to have an OB do it. She can't do it. So I'm so frustrated. She told me that I should go swimming and do flutter kicks in the water. She basically told me that was like the best thing to do. She told me to play music down below, and the baby tends to like float toward toward the sound. So I could try that. And she told me to not bounce because I could push the baby's butt further into my pelvis. So I can't use my birthing ball. So all that stuff was like bummer news. Just not what I wanted to hear at all. So I am wrapping my head around the fact that I probably won't go in 6 weeks. I'll probably go in 7.5 weeks. And if I'm going to wait a week and 3 days before I can get induced, I might as well wait the full 2 weeks. And let him come naturally. Because I do want him to come naturally, but I'm afraid because of Wasim. With Wasim, I waited for him to go naturally, and when I was induced at 10 days late, he had no signs of labor. He was not engaged, I was not dilated, nothing was going on with labor at 10 days after my due date. So he would have just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm afraid of that. But I don't know. Maybe I will go on my due date or something. I don't know. You never know, right? So, I don't know. But that was my update with my midwife. As for symptoms, they're all the same. Heartburn is like the worst heartburn I've had in all 3 of my pregnancies. Like, it is horrible. It wakes me up out of my sleep. It is such a burning sensation. And I can't, when I'm trying to go to sleep, I can't move. Like, I have to find my position, not move, breathe through my mouth, and then I might fall asleep. And I usually sleep through the night. I don't feel it through the night, but lately it's been waking me up out of my sleep, and I have to go downstairs and like chug a glass of milk. That's been my main symptom. Since Jasmine's been at daycare, my body's been resting more because I just have this little guy to take care of, and so that's been helping. Yeah, so that's what's going on with week 34 of my pregnancy. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I have an ultrasound coming up to confirm the position of the baby. So that's coming up. That'll be happening before my next update. So I'll update you guys on that. My next update next week for week 35. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.